Hello. Hi, everyone. That microphone needs moving. But we've had a disaster. We had Marty here. See this black square in the corner? We had a Marty cam. But unfortunately, his food goes off at 4. So he's just launched to go and get his food. Hi, everyone. We're playing some Resafa, which is the latest, is going to be the latest game from Vladimir Suchi, who has done things like Shipyard, like Underwater Cities, like Woodwork, like Woodcraft, not Woodwork, maybe he does Woodwork as well, like Evacuation last year. So many amazing games, and if you're a fan of his games, I think you're going to enjoy Resafa. And I just need to set up my angles. I'm in a bit of a rush today. Not now, but I've been in a bit of a rush. I finished filming a video about 20 odd minutes ago. And so it's been a bit of a scramble to get things ready. But it'll be alright, won't it? It's just a bit you don't normally have to see when I get all the angles sorted. So my buttons will just do it all for me. And then I'll be with you, I promise. You can see there. You can see there. And finally, yep, that's an angle. Just check the buttons lit up when I do it. My head's going to be in the way a little bit, isn't it? And I've made them all diagonal from my lovely setup. So I'm looking at them at an angle, aren't I? Right, I think we're there. Hi, everybody. As your Marty is the cat. Unfortunately, he's gone. His lovely kind of bed that he's made for himself is still here, though, so maybe he'll rejoin us. I'll turn his camera on if he does. Hey, James. Hey, Matt. How's it going? Sean? Mike? For about half an hour. Hopefully, I can cram in the gist of it in half an hour. I think we can. Oh, thanks, James. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do it on Patreon. It's how I'm able to do any of the things. This isn't a sponsored video. I've been sent this as a prototype to show you it before Essen, but it's not a sponsored stream. I've just had one. Right, so shall we go for it then? We are merchants. We are trying to establish trade and stuff around Resafa, and we will be doing a lot of things to try and achieve that. We will be building warehouses. We will be taking our camels, these funky camels over here, with goods to various places. We'll be building gardens, and we will be trying to build canals to harness some of this water. And I'm going to be playing the solo game today. The solo game is, there is a bot to control, but it's more, it's going to get in the way and take things away, and you need to score in spite of it. It's not a flowcharty, the bot is playing an approximation of the game against you kind of thing. Which should hopefully do us quite nicely. I think I got an okay score last time that I played, which sounds okay, but I think it's one of the worst ones. So we'll go first so we can look at a normal turn. Everything I'm doing is what you would do in a 2, 3, 4 player game. So you've got a deck. Oh, my buttons aren't working. I've got a deck of 6 cards. Everyone has a different deck. So it's got the same actions on it, but a different configuration of the cards and actions, the colours that correspond to each one. So there are a load of main actions in the game done by these symbols, and they are paired with a colour. On your turn, you will play one of your cards to one of your slots in order, and the one you've got facing up, you're going to do that main action and that colour action in an order of your choosing. You play 3 cards, so basically you're taking 3 main actions and 3 colour actions as well. But that's all you're doing in a round. There are 6 rounds, so unless you do something about it, you're going to get to do 18 things. It's very tight, but especially later on, things start to combo, and rewards you get from one thing will lead you to get another thing that might lead you to get another thing. You know how combos work, right? So the main actions we'll just get into as I do them, but they relate to, you know, going and trading, building the canals, building your gardens and your warehouses, that kind of thing. When you play a card, the colour action is either going to let you move up that colour's track. The tracks are for these special cards, basically. And once you reach an icon on that track, you'll be able to take a card of the level. So the first one will get you a level 1, then a level 2, then a level 3. You're only ever going to get one of each card. You can't have one of all of these cards. You're limited to how many tracks you can go up. But you will get big effects from the cards. So the yellow cards, the first ones, these are replacement action cards. And I think, I haven't quite got the one here. Well, you know the 6 cards that are in your deck. But the ones I haven't quite drawn yet, see that is the same as that card. But the difference is, you could choose any colour when you play it for either action. And there's a bonus in the middle. You can get a spice rather than nothing that you normally get from the cards. So you can upgrade your cards in that way. The 2s and 3s can be anything you like. The bonuses in the middle are different. I've spoiled what one of the cards is there. But just to show you, the 3s are anything as well, but choose 2 different things. In one action, you want a 3. The whites are immediate bonuses that get better as the levels go up. The blues can be big immediate bonuses, but they can also relate to whenever you do an action in the future. And the pinks are just endgame scoring. And this one here, in fact, hasn't even got a condition. It just get 10 points. There's no, like, usually it's points for doing things. There's 10 points. So, you just have the 3 cards. You will just play them for their things. Oh yeah, so I was talking about colour actions one time. So you can either go up the track and get one of the cards as bonuses, or you can choose one of the bonus cards of the colour that you have just played. And these are immediate things. My head's going to be slightly in the way of them. You see, immediate things, but they can be held for later. You can have up to 5 cards in your hand. So some are just bonuses that just get you things. Just get a resource. Just get a sack card. The sack cards are also an option you can take from the colour action. They're basically kind of generic cards. Turn a money into something, turn a resource into something, maybe turn something into some points, or you can just give them away for a point each. It's something. Ideally, you would like bigger things, but something you can take. So some are just get things, whether it's now or later. You can buy things sometimes. Some relate to actions. So these would relate to when you do the trade action. You can have like an extra thing. You can, when you trade stone, you can twice get some extra stuff instead. Or this lets you flip over one of these warehouses, because these are all a particular way around to start with. The highlighted portion of the tile is the beneficial trade. You can do either one, but that's the better one. That'd let you flip a tile and change things around for you. So there are a lot of things we could do. We can't do every action, I don't think, with the... Maybe we can, with the cards that I've drawn straight away. So I have to think of what would I like to do most. I can't produce. That's one that I haven't drawn. I could build a canal. So canals are good for get you some points straight away, but also there's going to be a rain phase every 2 rounds. If someone builds a canal tile next to where there's a water cube, it goes on that tile, and in the rain phase, every 2 rounds, it's going to start falling down, and every tile that it goes through is going to get its owner a point. So it can be beneficial. I know that the only way the water can go right now is down. So if I can build a canal tile right underneath his, hey, I'm in the money. I'm in the points. And but like he gets to the person who made the water come out gets to decide which direction it goes if there's ever a choice. Unfortunately, I need different resources. I need the clay to be able to build my canal tiles. So I can't do that straight away. I just have 2 gold and 1 stone to kick us off. So I could, with that, get a workshop tile. I could build a garden. That could be something well worth doing. I would like desperately, though, really, to get along this yellow track. I want those level 3 cards. I want to double an action by the end of the game. The only yellow card that I've drawn will stop me doing a garden this time. It will just let me do a provisions action, I think it's called. So I want to make sure I do it. Do I want to do it first? I think I do. So there's no cards that will help me up the yellow track. can help me up other tracks, but not the yellow one in particular. I think I'm going to. So let's play this. So the color action, I'm going to move along the yellow track. Has to be yellow because I've played the yellow card. The provisions action means that I can choose any of the bonus cards, any of the tracks, or a sack card. So do I just... It won't have got me anything done right now, but I am nearly leveling up that card. I should definitely be able to do it next round when I have another yellow bonus. And I could even play this. It's got the white colour bonus to choose from, but I could take this as yellow track movement. And I could have that card in my hand this round, actually, if I did that. That's what I'm doing for my first turn, though. So going over to the bot, if I set this up right, they always have this canal card on top, but everything else in their deck is shuffled. And they have cards similar to me. It just helps them make their decisions. So the card points to a half of their action cards that are similar to mine, and they are going to produce. Unfortunately, when they produce or do gardens, the bot doesn't do that. Instead, they go to here and they go to the red highlighted space. Certain things they don't have. They don't have a camel on the board. They aren't scoring points. They aren't collecting resources and things. They're basically going to block me off from stuff. So they're going to put a cube in Gera, the city, which is over here. So basically, if I came over here and I put a merchant out here, I could have gone here and gotten a point, but instead I'm just going to have to settle for the merchant in future. And like sometimes you can get a merchant with a scarab on. The scarabs can be worth more points towards the end. They'll take the leftmost space first away from you, but they won't go there again. If they were already in that space, they would go to the other named city. So the other thing that they do, they either move along that colour's track twice, or they take a card away. So it tells us here they're taking a card away. And so it's going to be a yellow card, because that's the colour of the thing they've chosen. They're going to take the leftmost yellow card. So could have turned in that spice for some money and big points, but that's just gone. It's just taking options away from you. And that's our first turn. So now, what do we want to do? Trading. I do have gold. I could go and buy like a spice. It's not a lot, but I can't load a lot onto my camel right now. I would like to build more workshops, but we could just be aggressive on this track here, which I didn't do last time. I got high up in blue, I think. I'm going to go for yellow again. So you can do the colour action in your main action in any order you like. So go up any track. I'm going to go up yellow again. So I can either have this one that's on top, so it will enhance this particular card, that's do some production or do a garden. If I take this card, I get a money and a point. Or I can look through all of the cards and choose any one I like, but I can't have the bonus if I go and look at the others. I think I wouldn't mind that. I'll take that. So if you take a card that's still in your draw pile, because you've taken it in an odd numbered round, you get to go through your draw pile because you've got to replace the card. This card goes away now, that's identical apart from now it's wild. That goes out of the game. And this goes into my deck instead, but it actually goes right into my hand. I could play it this round now. Not this turn, because I've already played a card this turn. But now I've got potentially a different kind of option. I've also got to do a white colour action. So do we just go for tracks, or... So I could pay a stone to build a garden but not get any bonuses. It's good, I don't have to do any extra things. Trade in stone, get some bonuses, or get a merchant. I am going to go for... I'm tempted to get a merchant, because merchants can be worth points later on, but they also enable you to start getting level 2 workshops. You can only get level 1 for the start, but you can only get level 1 until round 3 anyway. Later on, your third merchant and beyond get put in these rows, and they start making your gardens, workshops, or canals worth extra points at the end of the game. Tempted to get the merchant, but I think I'm going to go for track I would like some instant bonuses as well. So you are limited. You can't just go to the end of all of the tracks. It shows you here that you can go to all of them. You can get the level 1 card on, but you can only go to level 2 on 2 of the tracks and level 3 on 1 of the tracks. That applies to these 3 things here. Pink, anyone, that's separate. There's no limit to how far anyone can go up pink. So yeah, just kind of track things so far. Let's see what the bot's doing. So flip over the top card. On the back, it's pointing to workshops. So when it's doing the workshop action, it is just going to take an option away from us. So from the display, it's taking the top one away here. They slide up. Again, like it's just refreshing displays and things. Taking things that you might have wanted, changing up the display in case you didn't want any of them. And then it's going to take a card again. So it's a white card this time, and it's going to take the middle one. So where you could have gotten a garden. Marty's here. You going to say hello? No, he very much isn't. I thought I picked him up, but he leapt out. Right, so that's the bot's turn. Maybe he'll join us on that chair. So now I could do canal or trading. I don't think I'm really set up to do either, though. So I think I would much rather have this card. Sort of like I can choose the colour of it as well. Build some gardens, that could get me some resources, or do some production. I think do some production. So when you produce, it's in your workshops. You can produce in 2 different workshops. You can get bonuses. Sometimes they're discardable things on bonus cards. Sometimes they're workshops you've built that are face down, that have got this plus shovel on them. That means you can activate an extra different thing. The cards will actually let you activate the same thing again as well, so you can repeat with them, which is a cool extra. As it is, I've just got these 2 workshops. The level 1s, these are actually my starting ones, but the level 1s are the same, that they've got 2 different workshops in each. And so I can choose 2 different ones of these 4. So I think... I would like to do more than 2, but you can't. So increasing your camel level. When you come to do the trading action, your camel can only load the number of resources as you've gone up this track. So at the start, they can only have 1 thing at a time. You can see for trades, that might be a bit of a hindrance. If you could load like 7 of a resource at a time, that would be a lot better for your trading. But what I could do here is get 3 stone and then turn 1 of it into the clay, and then I'd be able to make canals in the future. I don't know if I'm definitely going to, but I could. And I could sell that clay somewhere maybe. I think I'm going to do that. Gain 3 clay and then turn 1 of it... No, gain 3 stone and then turn 1 of it into the clay. So all the stuff you gain from bonuses just gets loaded up in this warehouse here. Anything you gain from wheeling and dealing goes on the camel. And the camel has to go to Resafa to give you stuff into your warehouse or collect stuff to be able to go and sell it. So that's the production. But then I can do any colour action because this is my special ultra card that I found. Oh, and when I take this card, a new one gets revealed for anyone else taking it. It doesn't matter in the solo game now. No one... He'll get rid of the top level 1 when he gets here. That's what I could have had. The top level 2 gets revealed. And the only difference is, so they're all question marks. It can be any action in any colour now. But the bonus in the middle changes. Oh, I get a spice as well now. That's in the middle. So my warehouse is looking pretty lovely. Colour action. So this pink one here is a sack card and a white track movement. 2 sack cards, just get some resources, just get a merchant. Pay a coin to get a scarab merchant is quite tempting. Because these will all get cleared out at the end of the round as well. I think I'm gonna try and go heavy in tracks. Next step on the white track, and let's get a sack card. And that sack card tells us that we can spend a coin to get 3 points at any time. You can have up to 5 cards in your hand. Special cards don't count. But there we go. So that's in my hand now. I can spend that at any time just for a point, or I can spend the money to get 3 things. The bot gets to go one more time, and they are going to be doing the provisions action. When they do this, they go up a track twice. So this means the one they're furthest along, if they're not furthest along, I think it's broken by the colour that's on it right now, because they're at the start of every track. They haven't gone up any. They tend to jump up tracks 2 spaces at a time. And they'll basically take the top thing away, so if you wanted that, you might want to race for that track, because they're going to take it. They also take a card away, but it's a bit late for that. So, we've each played our 3 things. Nobody needs to reset their decks or anything. At the end of an odd-numbered round, you draw, so you've got your 3 action cards again. Mine's a little bit wonky because I had that bonus card. We move to round 2. We don't do anything with their deck. It shuffles when it runs out. And then we clear the display of these bonus cards and fill it up again with 3 more. Later on in the game, they are going to turn into level 2 cards. And that's it. That's a... How long have I been going? That's a speedy first round for me, isn't it? Where my life thing is 28 minutes, including the starting soon. And explaining everything for the first time. Feeling pretty good about that. Okay. Yeah, I do need to remember to drink. I've just come straight off a playthrough as well where I didn't drink, so... Scratchy throat. Oh, these get turned face down as well, so you don't get confused as to how many things you've played. And the first player passes, so the bot is going to go first now. So they are going to be building a garden. What do they do when they build gardens? Do they ignore that? Oh, I said, yeah, that's one of the things they ignore, isn't it? Gardens and provisions they ignore. Double check I'm not making that up. I'm sure I said it early on. Yeah, when they try and do production or garden, they do the red outline thing instead, which is move up tracks. And sometimes it will not say this, but the 1 dot means like they will try and move up the one they've moved up the most first. So they're going to take that away from me here. I did want that. Marty's back, but he's gonna go where he's not going to be visible. He's right behind a load of things. How can that not be on purpose? He's been lying most of the day in Rachel's chair in full view of a camera. Oh yeah. Say hello to everyone. You don't want to be held, do you? What about your chair? There you go, you got a little glimpse of him. He is not staying in that chair, though. No way. So yeah, he is gone over there, taken the top card away, and we reveal the top 2 now. So I was kind of hoping for this. Move up any track, get any bonus card. Now it's... You can do a workshop or garden action, which is a nice extra still, isn't it? It's still a bonus thing to do. But are we going to pick it? So, for actions... I still got production options. There's a lot of trading. Kind of, if we're going to do some trading, I would like to have more stuff on my camel. Although I have the spice. The camel's in Resafa. The camel could just go with a weak trading action over here and turn this spice into 2 coins and 5 points. And then with a stone and a money, yeah, maybe we should do that. Trading action with pink or with yellow. But if you do it with this, you couldn't do the production. Ooh, pink. So, let's do a trading action. So, first of all, if they're in Resafa, they can pick stuff up. That's okay. That's why the camel's slotted. I know you can't like see it so much bird's eye, but there's 3 slots in the camel that they're holding those resources on. And there are 3 resource tiles if they're holding loads and you can load onto them. I can only load 1 onto them. Then you've got to... So as you move in, you've got to pay coins. So it's 1 coin to move to Gurasa. Or Oh, it might be worth, you know, moving and paying 2 coins, both of my coins. Because over in Alexandria here, each spice sells for 2 coins and 4 points, and there is a bonus of 1 coin and 2 points in total. So I think that's better. It's an extra point, isn't it? I don't know if it's an extra money. So step 1 is move. Step 2 is do the trade. You can do either of the trades, but the highlighted one is more favorable and you'll get the bonus. So I get 3 money and 6 points. So we're on the board. And then that's going to flip over for the future. So the next person coming here, it's more favorable to get the pottery. Now selling, you just don't get the... It's 1 less point and you don't get the bonus. You get the bonus for buying pottery instead. So now I have the option of spending a stone and a coin. I've got a decent amount of each to put a merchant out. So I put my cube on one of these spaces. So I can either have a standard merchant and a point or a scarab merchant. I'm going to go for the scarab one. And your first 2 merchants have got to go in these leftmost spaces here. And they're going to start earning you points, as I said, when you get more of them. So that's pretty nice. That's the trading action then. That's the 3 parts of it. Move, do the trading stuff, optionally put a trading post out. Then we've got a colour action. We've gone for pink because I could buy some more clay here. I could have got this first, actually, and flipped over something and gotten an extra money. But no, I wanted this. So this is a stone. Always nice. And a movement up the yellow track. And I would like more of that. I would like my wild card to come out. Oh, thanks, James. Have a lovely rest of your day. So that's my first action. The bot comes back now. And what's the bot trying to do? The arrow's pointing at gardens. So that means they're going to do their favourite thing of put a canal tile out. They've got a stack of canal tiles. Like, I've got them all laid out. I've got to pay stuff for them. They just put the top one out. And they want to put it left of where they already have one, because that's where the arrow's pointing. They can't, so they try to go to the opposite space. They're basically just putting this out. They don't really care about stuff. There would be a bonus for the first person to place there. That's gone now. They've taken that away. But it can, like, make a difference to the water that's falling. So that goes out there, and they're also going to get rid of... Did they get rid of a card last time? It should have been the leftmost... What? Leftmost yellow? And then it's the rightmost yellow. Is that right? It's 3 cards gone now. Oh, that's right. 3 turns, yeah. So, yeah, all of that's good. Then, I don't know that I want to do trade again. Because I would have to go somewhere and spend money to buy stuff. And I've only got a couple of coins. I could do production, but if I do production first, that's on the trading card, so I can't do both. But I want to do that, don't I? You've got to do the trade to be able to go and get stuff. And, like, I can walk the camel back to Resafa, pick up some stone to trade that. But it would be 1, 2, you don't have to pay this one again. 3 coins just to get up there. And I can only load 1 stone onto it. So I think, unfortunately, I'm forsaking yellow track movements. But we could, if we're going to do production, I could buy a workshop first. Which I kind of like the sound of. So there's no great track movement. There's pink track movement there. Let's buy a workshop. So the workshops are a coin and a stone. 1 and 1. And you can see the 3 available. Level 2 become available at the start of round 3. They become available for the rest of the game. They're both available. But you have to have 2 merchants to be able to buy a level 2. So I can decide, I can have one of these on the side that you're seeing, or I can take any of them and put them this way around. And then you've got a workshop that just provides 2 points, but you've got this that permanently lets you activate more workshops with a workshop action. The question is, what do I want to do? I think more. Now I haven't built any gardens yet, but you see these little things out here. When you line up gardens next to them, you'll get the bonuses, whether they're points or coins or stone. So there's something to think about as well in how you're lining them up. I think I'm going to take something, yeah, just that gives me more activations. And they get placed corner to corner because the gardens go in the gap. So I think I like this one here that's eventually going to get me 2 stone. That's how I placed them in the start. I'm going to place this here so that this first garden here, if it's a size 1 or 2, it's going to get me 2 stones and a coin, which would be pretty nice. Oh, but I want it this way around. That's okay. Still got the coin there. There we go. And I've got a white track action. So we can do this, and we could have... Or maybe we could get the coins to do something. A workshop or a garden. I can pay a stone for a garden. Just the small garden. There's a big pile of these. I've just put 1 of each out, though, so they're not in my way. And it goes anywhere in between your workshops. I'm going to pop it there, and that's going to give me 2 stone and a money. I think this makes trading viable, which will be lovely. Ooh. 1 money, 2 stone. Beautiful. So I can only buy 1 thing anyway. Yeah, I chose the garden action immediate on there. And I should be getting... Did I get the... I didn't get the point and coin. Oh, maybe I did have enough money to do trading. Oh, well. Because I've picked the topmost one both times. Because no one's getting any more of these level 1s now. Show it anyway so you can see a different one. There you go. You can immediately do a workshop action and it costs you 1 coin less. And you get some points at the end as well. Like the one I just took didn't have any points on it. Just thought, I've discarded it. What if it had some points on? It didn't. It was a good action though. And that's not the one I took. That's the one I took. Still no points. Okay. So the bot's final action is going to be arrows pointing at workshop, and it is taking the bottommost workshop away. And if these run out, they're just gone. So they're not coming back. So instead of production now, even though I've made production better, do I want to trade? I'm thinking of coming down here to Kenna. It's going to cost 1 to move, pay 1 to buy a pot, because I can only do 1, because my camel level is 1, and then pay 1 and a stone to put a trader out. Seems good to me. And with the yellow action, right there, going up the yellow track. So, yeah, let's move this down. So it costs a coin to buy a pot, which is on the camel. And then a coin and a stone to put a trading post out, and I'll get the Scarab Merchant because it's just better. It's the same bonus either way, which is move up any track. Oh, I haven't moved myself on that track. And I think I'm just going to go for yellow track, because then in round 1, I'm going to choose the top one again, so I get the coin and a point. And I'm quite happy with it. Get a coin and a pot or spices. It's pretty nice. So this has to replace a card. You've only got 6 cards. I think I'm going to replace... I don't know how many gardens I'm going to do. Or workshops. Or am I really going to do canals? There could be canals still from taking this card. Yeah, you could still take the provisions action with this. I'm going to replace that. Yeah. Done. So that's my 3rd thing. I haven't built a canal, have I? Unfortunately. I could have. I had some resources to do it. But my mind was occupied by other things. So now, at the end of round 2, and every 2 rounds, there's going to be rainfall. So basically, the person deciding gets to decide if it goes in a direction or not, goes to the side. This can only go down. There's no option here, the canal tiles that have been brought. Every canal tile that goes through, the owner gets a point. So I don't get a point here because I haven't built one. It goes down to the bottom. It goes away. He would get a point, but he's the bot, so he's not bothered about that. But I could have seen that happening and seen like it would be a good place to build there because he would have to make it go down. You get points for building them anyway. And in the future, if I build another canal there, then it would have to be going through 1, 2, 3 of mine. So could have been something that was good to do. I can still do that somewhere else, of course. It'd go there first would be good, wouldn't it? Go there, then build one there and have it fall through again. Then build one there and have it go through. You've also got water tanks that can be worth a load, but you can only build a water tank after you have completed 2 gardens. So there are big ones that are twice as big as this, got to fill in the square, and have a trading post out. I've gone for more trading posts. I was a lot more gardening last time. So you basically take the top one off, shuffle the rest of them. I'm not looking. And then put this one back on top. And then I have to take my cards. The special ones, I believe, go into my hand. Well, he's right outside the door, Marty, as well. He's got a lovely little nest he's made for himself. Yeah, first you draw the yellow cards, then you shuffle up the rest and draw up to 3. So great to have the bonus cards. I don't think I even ended up getting a level 2 last time. Hope for the level 3. So we get one more card to think about. I'm going to be first player again. And what am I going to do? So we've got workshops or anything. Oh, and we've got to refresh these as well, don't forget. So we're still on the ones for now. But I believe, does it change next round? I think it changes after round 4 then. So I've got 1 track mind right now, and that track is the yellow one. Although it will help having pink ones getting points for things later. And it will help to have done more things. But getting the yellow cards will help me do that. If I can get the level 3 now, that's 2 extra actions by the end of the game, isn't it? If I can get the level 3 and use it. So there's the card. That lets you activate an extra thing, and you can reactivate the same thing in 1 production action if you really want to go for production. So I could do production. I've got some stone though. I want to get rid of these pots. People that want pots are miles away. 2, 3, 4 coins worth of travel away. Can the camel... Usually I just dumped it all off at once. Can the camel hold more than one thing? I know it can only load one thing at a time. It can only carry one type of thing, yeah. Oh yeah, so you couldn't buy different. You could buy more pots. Yeah, that's the total number of things you can trade. And it can only have one type of good on it, but... Do you flip the top card of those decks on the left? Oh, the yellow ones? Yes. You should still see a level 2, but we now see a level 3. That's 4 points every time you did that, so it would be another 8 points as well, if I could get it this time. Or I could look through for something else. So trading... it's expensive as well, because you'd want to pay 1, 2, then it's 2 for another pot. So it's costing me 4, then 5 and a stone to get another trading post and merchant out. Useful having these trading posts, but I'm kind of off in a corner now. So probably not doing any trading anytime soon. Levy Camel is how many trades you can do, like in one action. But I don't think it's I can't afford to do it anyway, what I was hoping to do. If there was a path here, but unfortunately, No bridge. So I could do another workshop, just get some bonuses or tracks. I don't massively want anything. I need more money, and I can get a couple of money from doing production. And that would get you a spice as well for future trades. And for 3 coins, you can come here in the future with a spice, dump this off, pick up the spice, do 1 there. Ooh. Or you could up the level so we could do more stuff. So get 2 coins is going to be one of the options. I can do 3 things. Get 2 coins, up my camel level, get 3 stone. So we can keep funding all the other actions that I'm doing. And then a colour action can be any colour, because this is my upgraded card. Oh, and I get a spice as well. Tempted to just say yellow track again. And just try and work my way towards that. And then we can think about other stuff. Because no other cards can get to level 3 now. Once I've got 1, it's just 1. Oh, pink can, but for the other tracks. Yeah, go for yellow. The bot is going to build a workshop. He loves that, doesn't he? Do some trading. He flips things around. He does take trading things up, but he flips the tiles. Did he flip the tile when he went there? I don't think he did he? Should have flipped the tile. So he's taking the middle workshop. That's worse, isn't it? I liked it that way around. Flaming bot. He's clearing these workshops out, though. Level 1's left. So I've got my anything still. Don't necessarily want to do just provisions. But the alternative is building another workshop. And if I did provisions, it would be on the white track that I'm already a bit of the way up. I'm going to do a garden without paying for it. The blue is better. And permanently we're making actions better. Like you don't have to pay a stone when you do a trading post. What's the alternative? Oh, and you get a marble. It's not or. You get a discount of 1 for building a trading post, and you get a marble when you build a trading post. Another great thing to have. They're all good. But this could help me up the yellow track. Yeah, with the bonus go up the yellow track, and with the white, I want to just get 2 stone or just get a resource. But I think I'd rather get to level 2 in blue. But I'm already... I don't have to have that one. Yeah. Go up the white track. Okay, the bot. Being track heavy. Will it pay off? I don't know. It's not really earning you points and anything. Workshop again. Oh, he should have taken... yeah, the leftmost pink card. So that goes away. And now he's moving up 2 on the white track. So he's taking that way anyway. I didn't really want that one. And we reveal... build a level 1 and level 2 workshop. It is a level 2 card, isn't it? Let me see a level 3. You can do 2 gardens and don't pay any stone. Do 2 garden actions, get a discount of 2 stone. They cost 1 stone each anyway. The bigger ones cost a coin as well as a stone. Oh, you have to pay, but you can have a level 1 and or level 2 workshop. And I can have level 2 workshops, can't I? It's round 3. These little bits here are, if you take a pink, endgame bonus card, in round 1 or 2, you also get 2 coins and 3 points. And if you take them in round 3 or 4, you get a coin and a point. That's quite nice, isn't it? 2 extra workshops, especially for the production action. So he just took a... He's taking a workshop again. I don't think I did it yet. Do something else, please. So, now it's my anything. And I'm going to get a coin. I might say a pot, just so I can have... Well, spices you can sell here, though. Yeah, let's have a spice. It can be a spice or a pot in the middle here. Because you can come to Resafa, dump off the pot, pick up the two spices, and sell them at Garasa. And I've got the money to do that, haven't I? 1, 2, 3. Maybe we do trade. Oh, I've got an idea. Yeah, we'll do trade. So it's going to cost me 1, 2, 3. You don't have to pay this twice if you like. You can duck into Resafa and do your camel loading. So I'll give it 2 spices. So that's 3 money to do that. I'll be at Garasa with those 2 spices. We can do the 2 trades. So each of them is a money and 5 points. And an extra money for doing the trade in the first place. So made the money back, and we get 10 points. This flips over, and we can pay a stone and a coin to pop a trading post out, and this one gets me a standard merchant. And let's see, do I want to be rewarded for workshops, gardens, or canals? I haven't done a lot of any of it. Workshops, I've got 3, I suppose, and I'm hoping to get 2 more. So workshops being worth 3 points each would be nice. And I also get a sack card. And the sack card is, I can turn a stone into, activate an extra production thing when I do production. That could be tempting. Or we can just get rid of it for a point, because you've got a hand limit of 5 cards as well. And then the bot goes, and he is trying to produce, which he can't. So he goes up his furthest track 2 spaces. I would like it to get rid of that, actually. And he takes the rightmost... It doesn't matter, though, because the round's over. He takes the rightmost yellow away. But that's the end of the round. So these get turned face down. He's not been very canally. I have not been canally at all. He gets 1 at the start. That's why that one was there. But he's not done the action yet, has he? Just hasn't happened to come up in his shuffle. He's been very workshoppy. We might run out of 1s. So now, I wonder if there's like an extra 1 by accident here, because all the others should be 2s by now. So I'm going to assume that that's the case. So we are into the 2 cards. They've got, some of them are more powerful effects. Some of them, again, are just like activate more of the buildings. I get my other 3 cards. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't have my colour movement. It was to go up this track, and I would take the top one, which is a coin and a point. Just thought I'm supposed to be at the end of that. And I was swapping out this because I don't need yellow anymore, is why I'm swapping it out. And I get 4 points as a bonus in the middle there whenever I play that card. And another one, if you want to see it, bonus in the middle could have been a point and 3 money, which maybe I would have preferred. 4 points is going to be pretty good. He is first player. And what's he doing then? He is going to do the garden action. So when the bot tries to do garden, he's doing workshop. What are the chances? Takes the top workshop away. There are like 6 workshops or something left now. Oh, don't flip that one. Flip that one. And he is taking the middle white card away. Then I've got to think of what to do. We can build that. Oh, the level 2 workshops. Oh, take that back. We should never have seen that. And actually, he should have taken a couple away. Just have to start doing it now. When level 2 is available to me, he starts taking level 2s away. So the level 2s work a bit differently. There is another side to them, as there is with the level 1s, but this side is what you get immediately for building it, and then it turns into this, which is get 3 points and activate an extra production thing. So that's why early on it's really beneficial to get more of these, because these are going to let you activate more things. I can get one of each at least, can't I? But we could do, to move along the white track, we could do a workshop action as well, which I think I'm going to do. Coin and a stone. White colour action, I'll go up there. And a workshop, what would I like right now? Camel would be nice. Yes, I could do 3 things at once. And a point. And 2 money. So I can choose whether I want to buy level 1 or level 2. And let's go here. Let's pop this out there and mess up my camera angles at some point. Gardens is probably going to hold me back, not having any gardens. Okay, the bot is going to do provisions, which means it's going to go up the white track twice. So it's at the end of it, takes that card away. Do 4 different productions is the level 3 white card, but I can't have a level 3. I can have level 3 pink. That's probably what I want to be going up. But we will with trading in a minute, probably. Yeah, the spices are cheap here. And we could get 3 now. I've got a load of money. We could go buy 3 spices, no problem. And he's also taken the rightmost white card away. But I've kind of just been going tracks, haven't I, rather than the cards. I think, yeah, trade rather than canal. I'd have to make the canal happen. I do have a couple of clay, so I could build one. And they're worth big points. So 5, 6. If you build these, 8 points. But I've got to finish 2 garden bits to be able to do that. Which maybe I'll do that. Now I can pick 2 different actions with this. Maybe I'll do it. So with pink, when you do the canal action, get a discount of a clay and a money. It's nice. I could just build a workshop with this. Paying 2 money and a stone, which is expensive. I don't think I could find this out when I was playing, actually. Like what it means by the little green cross out on the workshop. Because if you place workshops later to line them up with gardens, they don't give you the bonus anyway. So I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to go up the track. Drink time. And then for the trade, Camel's got nothing on him, so we can just pay 1 to go to Clesiphon. So 1 to go there, and then I'm a Camel level of 3, so I can pay 3 coins to get 3 spices. And nowhere wants spices that's nearby. Down here, though, 4 money in total and 4 points for each. It's just going to cost 1. It's only going to cost 2 to go there. I'm just going to be skint after that. But I think it's going to be worth it. So no bonus to be had, even though that's the favourable deal. I can't afford it because I'm going to spend the money now, aren't I, on a trading post. So that's the trade. That flips. I've got some of that. I'd have to come back to Resafa, but I could do it. And then we'll put a cube out. Do we want scarabs? You want up to 5 scarabs for 16 points at the end of the game. Oh, my board slid down a bit. So that could be what to go for. Or I get a sack card with a normal merchant. Scarab. And I'll keep bumping up workshops. Okay. So that's a lovely trade action. I've had my pink bonus. So the bot is doing some trade. So he's putting a cube in Analokia. Oh, the stone place. Or maybe I'll like the other side. You can buy pots for a coin each. That's nice. Okay, so finally I can do 2 different things. So 4 points no matter what. And I can pick 2 different main actions and any colour track. So for color track, if you say white, that's going to limit you in the future. Because you can't go up the white track anymore. But you can take other bonuses. Yeah. I'm going to say white track because then we get this right now. And you can save these for later as well because you've got to pay for these. Yeah. So this is just going to be the bonus. So they each cost a coin and a stone. So 2 coins, 2 stones. And I will take... Maybe 2 coins and a stone. I'll have that there as options. Gonna fall off the screen, isn't it? And of the level 2s, 3 points and a coin now, please. So having the coin might help me do things. But there's nothing that offers more points. And that flips around. So I can activate with 1 production action 5 things now. 6 if I did that. Okay. So that's build a level 1 and a level 2. From my white card bonus. And you can always activate these 3-point buildings. That's that. No extra points on that card. And then pick 2 actions. Well, 1 should be production, I think. Because we can activate 5 things. So are they on here? Yes. So 1 is get stone. Remember, so I don't activate the same one again. Get stone. I think get money and a stone. Camel. So we could do 4 things now. And then 6 points. Could have gotten 2 more coins. Hopefully it's going to be all right. I'm going to go over there and do some trading, I think. Because we haven't got a lot of points right now. We need 150 to be okay. It is the lowest rank. I did get it, but it's the lowest. 180 for good, 200 for very good, 220 for excellent. So... I was thinking, I thought, like, maybe it's the time or the day or something. I thought there would be more interest in Resafa. It's because I'm late. I had a holiday, though. No regrets. So... Production was 1 of the actions, and choose something else as the second. We could do trading now, couldn't we? And then think about more later. Yeah. So, 1, 2 coins to go down here. And we'll sell the 3 spices that are on him for 4 points each. So that'll be 12. 4 money. Yeah. And then that flips. And then I can spend a money and a stone to put a trading post out. And I get a scarab. And we might as well keep bumping up these workshops. I've got a load of them. In future, though, probably gardens. I don't know if I'll go into doing any canals. Okay, so that's that. Flips it over. That's all good. You've had the track bonuses and everything, I think. So, that is the end of the round. No canals have been built, so no rainfall to think about. First card needs to come out of here. Make sure they're all lined up. And shuffle them about. And then, heading into round 5. I think, like... Yeah, heading into round 5 out of 6. An hour in. It's very tight in the actions that you can take, but it can be speedy in that as well. So, especially, I like that it's just a get in the way bot because I've got enough to think about with my stuff. I'm kind of just hanging on to it until I get another one. I'm just going to hang on to these until I need them. I suppose I could have spent a stone to get 2 more money, but I could do that in a future production thing, couldn't I? So then I get my yellow cards back. Oh, and that's my hand then, isn't it? Because I've got 3 yellow cards. So there's no shuffling to do because my non-yellow cards are what I get next time. So all the good stuff is happening in round 5. And I know that I've just got these 3 cards for the last round. There's no production in the last round. So if you want to do it, you need to do it now. Now I've got a card specifically for it, although maybe I should do a garden. Right. I'm first in the odd-numbered rounds. What am I going to do? Building some gardens would be a good idea. So I can't go further than this, can I? I can only do 1 level 3. I can do 2 level 2s, which I've now done. I can get blue to level 1, so I probably want to focus on pink. But I can choose any of the bonuses on this. Oh, we need new cards. Not that I really took any. Just obsessed with tracks, although these can be like huge difference makers, building up your trade action and stuff. I'll put a trading post in the same space we've already got one. Just grabbing extra merchants. If you've got so many things, so if you've got 5 workshops, you can get 2 sack cards of money and 2 points. So then, do we want to do production first? Or did you want to do gardens? Because the gardens aren't going to matter as much. The gardens do get you, like, you can see on my player board, going for gardens can be really beneficial as well for just getting you loads of points and wild card track movements. It's like for a money and a stone, I can finish that garden. So I don't know what the requirements are going to be on any of these pink cards. Do you just go for the 10 points, or do you dig through and see if you can get more from conditional stuff? Well, I've got money if we want to go and trade stuff. I think we get more money. Let's do production. So again, it's 5 different things. And I'm going to give up a stone so I can do 6 different things. Spend my sack card. So move up the camel level. 2 money, 2 money and a stone. That's 3 things. Get 3 stone. And then 6 points, I think. There's me 6 things. And then track movement. Oh, you can take wilds. Get a point for every workshop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I could get the 2 sack cards, point and 2 points and a money. So it'd be any colour. Or do we try and get these endgame cards? Because you can go as far up this as you want. Yeah. Let's try and get all 3 points cards. Pink, I'm saying. Okay, so the bot is going to build a garden. So when it tries to build a garden, it's going to put a cube out as a trading post instead. It's already done one there, so it's going to go here instead and flip this over. And it's going to take the leftmost yellow card away. Extra garden build. It's the normal cost of building a garden, but you don't have to do the action, but you can't get any bonuses from doing it. And then, what's going on here? Nothing urgent. Just general phone things. Marty was trying to make his nest, but There was a rule book there. I don't know if he'll stay here, but we will have a brief pause to go into darkness. Yeah, you can almost see him. That's the most Marty that's been on the stream for a good while, though, isn't it? I'm having it. Right, I've got to think of an action, haven't I? I've got 3 more actions to do. And then we've got another round, but we know from it, like, there's 2 pinks that can come from there. If you just like thinking of the tracks. So it's the 1 action that you're doing. We can still get blue. Just whenever you do a thing, get an extra thing is a bit late now, isn't it? Maybe I've gone for like heavy into yellow, then a bit into blue, then done the white, but it would have made a difference to the actions that I'd done. It's like I think I said at the start, like your starting deck is like just a different jumble of the main actions and colours. So that can like tweak things a bit too. So you can do any colour, anything. Let's go for the straight up 10 points, because I will also get a coin and another point. And so that is guaranteed now. It could have been 3 points for every blue card. I would have got to look through the whole stack if I could given up that. But we do reveal the level 2, which is that you can turn a spice or pot up to 3 times into 5 points and get 7 points. That 8. Yes. They can be on your camel or your warehouse into 5 points each. And somewhere else for my rulebook now. Okay, that's something to think about. And then the main action, maybe it's going to be trading. I've got a lot of money now. We can buy pots up here. So I can do 5 now. If I spend 1, 2 to get up there, I can spend 5 to get pots. We get me bag of 3s. Three, 4, 5 pots. He would be straight off camera, wouldn't he? I'll bring him back if he lies down. It's distracting me. 5 pots, flip that about. I can spend a coin and a stone, no problem. Loads of stone. To pop a post out there, which gets me a sack card, which is just get a stone, or I could get a point with it. I'm just going to get rid of that straight away for a point. And I get a standard merchant. And I might as well make gardens worth points, because at least I've got one of them. I haven't got a canal tile yet. And I say, yeah, it's nearly the end of the game. So the main action was trading. Okay, bot is going up the yellow track. Going up the track it is furthest up the most. So not this one. It hasn't moved up any others. So I think it's going to go up yellow. But it can't really do anything to me there. And then it's going to get rid of the middle yellow card. I'm all about tracks, baby. This game, anyway. Usually been a nice mix, but we'll see what heavy tracks gets me. And then I've got to decide things again, haven't I? So 2 different actions. Are we short of money? It's to sell these pots. You'll get me the most points, won't you? 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 1. So do we do production and then trading again? Next time, we do have trading and it's on the pink. So maybe we don't need to do trading urgently. Probably production. I don't think that's on any of them. Production isn't on any. So production will be 1. We'll say pink track as the colour. And I get 4 points. I don't think I had a coin and a spice for playing that. Because maybe I could up my camel level and he can pick up even more pots if I've got them. I've got 2 pots sitting at home here that he could pick up on the way. So yeah, we get to do 5 things, don't we? Yeah. So camel is 1. money. 4 money and a stone is 3 things. And then I'm going to say, I've got loads of stone. 6 points. And then a different action. So trading is coming. And I don't think I'm going to do another big trade before the end, am I? Am I? Maybe. Maybe you're just going to go here and... That's expensive, though. Maybe you're just going to go here and buy some stuff and get a trade. Oh, maybe you are going to do another trade. So this is costing how much? 1, 2, but you get to duck into Resafa a bit. 3, 4. So you will still have 2 to go and do that, but you won't have any money to buy stuff. You'll get money from selling these pots now. Yeah, do it. Trade. 1, 2. Quick dip in here. You can only pick up 1 more. It's got 6 pots. I'm not going to exchange them right now. 3, 4 money. So I've got 2 left. And then I'm selling 6 pots. So that is going to be 6, 9 cash. And 25 points. That's pretty great, isn't it? 89 points. That flips over. I should be in a trader apparently now. And I can pay a coin and a stone, no problem, to pop a post out. Get me another scarab. My garden's worth more. I've only got 1, but it's worth some in it. Still cleaning. That's my 2 things. I believe I've already had the track movement. So the bot isn't really going to affect me, is it? It's going to go up the white track twice. It's already at the end of it, so let's move it up this one twice. Just takes 1 away, but I don't think it matters. And then it's going to take the rightmost white card away. It's too late. You can't get in my way now. Then the bot's going to be first. You go there. I get these 3 cards, my 3 non-yellow cards, for the final round. So we've had the big round. Now we've just got to try and make something out of this final round. Well, let's have a look at the bonus cards that are coming out. Get a merchant. Trading, flip stuff about. The extra stuff for trading I probably should have done. We can still do that. We've still got a trading action going, but we're buying stuff rather than selling it. It might come out a bit late, and they've got some wild card things here. I believe there's probably some extra cards over colour that there shouldn't be. Or maybe that's the way it's meant to be. Maybe I shouldn't have discarded the extra level 1. Maybe it's meant to be like that. Poor shade level 2 sooner. Right. So, I'm not first. I don't have to decide. That's Bot's job. And he has decreed that he's going to do production. No, he isn't. He is going to move up the track. He's furthest along, which is going to keep being yellow. So he takes 1 away, but it doesn't matter. And he takes away the leftmost blue card. Wild track. Might have liked that. So we're going to do a trade. I've got loads of money. Should we just do it now? I can't do another trade later, though. The wild track movement is on the pink. If I had a pink bonus, I would move up pink anyway. That's really annoyed me. Because blue, I could have used as a bonus to move up the track. He might have stopped me getting a level 3 pink. I don't think I could do it anyway. But let's do the trade first, then. So pink, move me up there. 1, 2, over there. I can't sell it, can I? But I think it's only 1, isn't it? Like, they're worth the same as coins at the end, I think. Everything just gets divided up. Oh, rare goods. Amphoras and spice culling in pots. Spice are rare goods. They're a point each. Coins are a point for 5, so definitely worth doing as many times as you can. So I paid 2 to get here, and then I will buy 6. So I've paid 8 of my 10 money. And then I get 6 spice. I didn't know if I'd need these. I didn't know if I was going to be a trader. I might have been a canalier. So you can go on there, and then we flip over, and I can pay a coin and a stone to put out a trading post, which gets me a merchant, and I can move up a track, which will be pink, and get me a level 2. Do I want... Oh, I can sell up to 3 spices for 5 points each. I mean, yeah, I don't even want to look at the other one. I'm sure it's lovely. But another one could have been 3 points for every water. Like, if you triggered the water cube, you get to keep it. So that could be a load for them. We might as well just look at a couple of others, don't we? It doesn't matter what the bot takes now. Just get 13 points. See, it was 10 for level 1, 13 for level 2. There are also... on me. There are 6 cards of each level and colour, and you only use 4 in each game. There is a little handout that everyone's allowed to look at the start and throughout, I suppose. You're allowed to look at the cards that got taken out if you want. That's an advanced rule. You don't have to do that, but you can if you really want to. Make up to 8 coins worth 2 points each and get an extra 2. And we reveal the level 3 card. It's a straight 18 points. Oh, and I should get a coin and a point for taking the top card. Bot is going for canals. Oh, don't complicate things. We put the cube where it last placed one, so it wants to put one underneath where it just placed one. No problem. That's now where it just placed one. And it is going to move 2 up the blue track. And then for me, I don't know what I want to do. I suppose building a workshop is worth 3 points. All I can do here is, like, building the canal. Could they be random track? Like, move up a track of your choice? I don't know. I haven't done enough. I haven't gone into canaling enough to know if that's one of them. This is definitely a random track. But I need to go 3 to get this and 18 points. So it's worth a try, isn't it? It's still worth some points building a canal tile. Just unfortunately can't build one where it'd make water come out and get you points. Building a garden... You can't build a garden, though. So finishing a garden would give me track movement, but I don't think I can build a garden. Anyway, I haven't got an action to do it. I could get a card that lets me get a little garden. If it was a big garden, I'd do it. It depends what these bonuses are. I can't build down here anyway. If I could get like 6 points for building there, might be worth it. So workshop's only worth 3 and whatever you get immediately. Go for it. Build a canal tile. You've got 2 things here. What's the cheapest coin cost? 1. Build that there. It's worth 6 points. Move up the pink track. And it is a spice or an amphora. Oh well. I can't do it again, so let's have a look. Would it have been track movement? No. Could it have been track movement? Yes. Oh well. That's an 18-point cost. Could it be even more in the other level 3 cards? I don't think I can make it now, though. So there we go. I've done my main thing. I did the track movements. The bot is going to build a workshop, so he's taking the topmost workshop away. And taking the middle white card away. Oh, that's his last action, isn't it? And so finally, a workshop is 3 points, 5 points, because this one gives you 2 extra points. And some resources might end up being worth an extra points. Blue, I'd be able to build a garden piece, which is worth 3 points. A small garden piece. It's still a garden piece. If you did this way around, you could go up any track, but that's still not enough to get the bonus. And then white, you can't move up the track anymore. You could turn a resource into 2. Probably better to do the blue, I think. So we'll build... I don't have the 2 coins. I don't have the 2 coins to do the garden. Or did I just spend a coin on? That. Right? It didn't cost a coin. I think 1's your minimum. Yeah, 1's your minimum. So none that would get me more coins. You want me to spend a coin for points? Just a shame, because building the garden could have got me a load more coins. Get an extra merchant. It'll make the canal worth our points. Yeah, just stick with what you're doing. Buy that. Get you a coin, 2 stone, 2 points. Flip it over. And blue, I'll take... a sack card, because at least that's a point. Turn a stone into 2 coins, why not? And turn a coin into 3 points. Or, yeah, you could keep that stone and just turn that card into our point. So then you'll have 4 points in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, canal, no one built next to water, so that didn't happen again. Between me and the boss, not a lot of canaling going on. Then, that's it, isn't it? So we have points 4. First of all, scarabs. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 scarabs. Oh, he's floating about 4. 16 points. That's the most you can get. So 118. Then we have endgame points cards. I don't think a card I took throughout the game at all had points on it. Like, I took yellow mainly, and the 2 whites didn't have any on. So I have 10 points. And then 7 points. And I can sell up to 3 spices. There's 3 spices for 5 points each. Normally they would just be... they're worth a point each. So it's still great. Another 15. So I think we're already into good score. So that's them. Then, what's that? That's that symbol. Is that a symbol for just other endgame things? Oh, the 2 is this. Oh, yeah, it's the same symbol, of course. So 3 points for every garden. I did 1 garden. 3 points for every workshop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 21 there. And a point for every canal. A grand total of 1 canal. Then it's the pink special cards. Then the yellow point icons on all your cards. Did that because I didn't have many. Then rare goods, amphoras and spice. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. So 5 points. I think we're into rank 2 at least. Don't know if we'll be further than that. So that's them. And then everything else, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a point. Then, yeah, that's where it's going to hurt me. There is points for doing canals. 3 canals is an extra 5. 5 canals an extra 8. 7 canals an extra 13. And you could have gotten, or 15. And you could have gotten a load of points from like maneuvering the water and making sure that they went down your tiles. Every tile they go down is worth a point to you. And you can collect the thing. And if they go into the... If you build certain tiles, they'll give you an extra point for the water going through there. And you can also build these water tanks, and if you end up collecting them in those, you do have to have completed 2 gardens and a trading post to be eligible to build these. And you've only got 2 of them, and you might have already put them out as canals, in which case you can't. But if you do build them, you'll get an extra 4 points for the water landing in them at the end. So yeah, being in charge of when the water comes out, maneuvering it, could be like huge for your points as well. I've been more of a trader, really, haven't I? I'm building and producer, I suppose. Which I didn't think I was going to be at the start. But there we go. I think that's pretty decent. That's gotten me into good, hasn't it? Yeah, 180 points is a good score. It's not a very good or an excellent score. I'd need 200 or 220 for one of those. But that's pretty good going for early on, isn't it? It's like, it's been a rush. And I'll just come back off holiday. But there we go. There is Resafa. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you're a fan of Vladimir Suchi's games, like I am, I hope you can see why I'm pretty excited about this coming out. I will be back next week with more things. On Patreon, there will be playthroughs Primal The Awakening coming up early, because they'll be coming out the week after. There's another Lord of the Rings playthrough coming out. There'll be something live as voted for on Patreon. A vote just went up, so if you'd like to join the Patreon, it's how I'm able to do any of this. This is not a sponsored stream. I think winning at the moment was Galileo Galilei. Yes, winning by miles. It is the big kind of more Euro-y kind of game that is in the vote, because a lot of the other ones, this one I just did, so like it could have been a vote option to storm it, but I just thought I'm going to be live on Friday. What shall I do? I'll do Resafa. So there we go. I will probably be doing Galileo, maybe Saltfjord next week, which I'm very excited about discovering either of those. As I said, I have not been back long, and most things are still in shrink wrap waiting for me to dig in. Probably this weekend we're going to be playing a lot of stuff. We're playing Summit tomorrow night and a couple of things on Sunday probably. Exciting times, isn't it? And there's still like the going to Essen, a load of games that will probably not be sent until afterwards, unfortunately, but I haven't got the time to do all the things I'm doing now ever. So thank you so much everyone for being here. Hopefully, like, I don't know, I used to stream at this time on Fridays. Is it a bad time now? Is it just that a couple of videos have already happened for Resafa? I don't know. I thought it was a bigger thing. Maybe I'll just get watched later, eh? And it's just not the time for it. He has finally settled down. We can have a kind of goodbye. He would be off where the camera is, couldn't he? Yeah, rather than messing with the settings. Aww. There he is. That's Rachel's dressing gown. It's buried in that. A little bit of Marty for the very end of the stream. He popped up a little bit earlier, and this is how he was all day before the stream started. Unfortunately, yeah, the stream start coincides with when a bit of his dry food goes off. So, as much as I'm sure he wants to be here, you can't compete with some free food. So yeah, thanks everyone for being here. I will see you pre-recorded very soon. Something on Sunday, I think. And I will see you live probably next Thursday. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you very soon. Bye, bye, bye.